What's going on, guys? My name is Tefty, and today I am looking at the Netduma R1 router. Let's start out with the hardware first. Just in general, it's a small router. Like the hardware itself is, I believe it's a stock unit that Netduma sources from another company. They are not a hardware company; they are a software company. That's what they say. It's a decent router, hardware-wise by itself. But where the real power comes in is the software that they've actually put into the machine here. Let's go through the features right off the bat here. So host filtering. The biggest claim to fame of the Netduma R1 is that it can correct or solve or prevent lag in multiplayer public games, which, as we all know as Destiny players, that is a prevalent problem. So you can see I got PS4 Tefty, Xbox One Tefty, and Memes PS4 right here. You can actually go through and select different devices. You can enable it like so, enable, disable, and then it'll be active. This seems to be a good size for most games right here, this kind of distance, anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 kilometers, like so. Sometimes actually I'll put it sort of towards the middle so it gets the whole scoop right there. You can also whitelist and blacklist hosts that pop up often. So if you get a host that's in your bubble right here that is really bad, you can blacklist it so you are less likely to connect to it. That being said, for Destiny itself, Destiny the game, not other games, but specifically Destiny, this more or less has a tough time achieving the result. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that skill-based matchmaking seems to be pretty prevalent in Destiny still to this date. You can actually use strict mode right here. When you click strict mode, it tries to enforce the connections, and anything that's outside of the circle, it ignores the data, or at least it seems to do that from my understanding. And that more or less seems to kick me out of games. When I put strict mode on, I seem to get kicked, not weaseled, but I can't remember the error code. I get kicked out of the game more often than not when I hit the strict mode. If I leave strict mode off, it'll still connect me to people that seem to be around the world. It's hit or miss. It seems to work 50% of the time. Other times, you'll still get connections with people that are in, Mexico, South America, Europe, Africa. That being said, other games like, say, Call of Duty, it seems to work fantastic. Moving on, we got Congestion Control right here. This is very cool. So, given the whole router and everything that is connected to the router, you can customize and control the bandwidth and the download usage and the upload usage, and also what devices get the lion's share of the bandwidth. So starting out, let's go set bandwidth. Mine is 120, 100 down, 20 up. So I keep that there. You'd have to hit update bandwidth right there, so the Netduma knows what to work with. And then you can adjust the actual amount that it's going to be able to use in the connection. So if you want to make sure some data is left over to be able to work with, you can actually do that right here. Let's say you're connecting this in tandem with another router. Like maybe you're using the Wi-Fi of another router that you prefer, and you're using this hardwired in. This will say it's only going to use 60% of that 100 down and 70% of that 20 up, which is nice. The other really excellent feature that this can do is, so I have my stream PC right here. I can say I want to make sure that the bulk of my bandwidth is set to the stream PC. And share excess, I should say, will additionally, whatever's left over that's not being used by the stream PC, will share it with the ratios that are around. So the other devices that are connected to the router will get the spillover of what's available. So in addition to giving 80% of the bandwidth to the stream PC, I can also say let's do 25% to my PS4. Then the other devices are either going to get none of it if the data is maxed out, or they're going to get the spillover from share excess when these are using as much data as they need. As a streamer, I want to make sure that my upload and download, mostly my upload obviously, is unhindered completely. So if my stream PC needs to get more of that upload, it's going to take away from the upload of the consoles and any other device that's on the network to guarantee that upload. Highly recommend checking it out just for this feature alone for your network. Moving on, host analysis. This is only for PC games, so I'm not going to cover this because Destiny is not on PC. VPN. This is very cool as well. So it shows you all the devices that are connected to your router, and you can select which ones you want to VPN. So I'm going to VPN the PS4 and the Xbox One, and also Memes PS4. Why not? This can be very helpful because there are ways to extract IP information from multiplayer games. So if somebody wants to be malicious, they technically could get your IP address. And then if you're going through a VPN, they're going to hit the VPN IP instead of your IP address for a DDoS. Next, we have the network monitor. And again, it shows all the devices that are on the network, and you can uncheck them. So if you don't want to see what data they're using, and then it'll show the download usage. So right now, there's nothing going on with the download. There just was a blip on the upload right there. If I go, in fact, here, I'll go, we'll go internet speed test real quick. All right, so I have a internet speed test going on right now. And as you can see, there was maxed out at 20 megabit right there. Now my upload is going, as you can see, 12 megabit. I've been having problems with my internet lately. So I have not been getting my max speeds, unfortunately. But as you can see, from this color, that's the Tef Steam machine, that's the color right there. It says how much data my current PC is using. And definitely cool to be able to see in real time what's going on with your network. And then another cool feature is internet diagnosis. So actually, I'm going to run this test right now. Okay, so I just ran an internet diagnosis. And like I said, I've been having some problems with my internet. My ping is okay. The jitter is good. Spikes are good. Packet no loss. None of this is exceptional. And that is an option. It'll say exceptional. And as you can see, the ping is not where it should be, which is one of the reasons why I have not been streaming at night as often as I usually do these past 4 weeks or so, 4 or 5 weeks. Overall, this is a fantastic router. It is intuitive. It's smart. The features are unique. I don't think there's any other router out there that actually does what the host filtering does right now. And that's something that you should definitely consider if you are a hardcore gamer. The price tag is a bit steep. It's $200. It's $200 for essentially advanced software. Some of the other features you could definitely find in other routers. So, congestion control and quality of service, all that stuff. It is possible. The Netduma is very intuitive though. So for that $200, you get an interface that just works. Like I said, the host filtering for Destiny itself is very hit or miss, mainly because Destiny in the past 3-4 months has had some very turbulent waters when it comes to matchmaking, and specifically skill-based matchmaking instead of connection-based matchmaking. In my opinion, I would set this router up as a gaming filter. So I would connect my gaming devices that are important for the host filtering and also for controlling how much data they use. I would not use this for my main Wi-Fi, and I would not use it for general web browsing or anything like that. So if you're strapped for cash and you can only afford one router, then you can definitely do that. It's going to work for that. And also it does not have password protection on the portal. So that's a slight con, not really a massive con. Again, this router is geared towards hardcore gamers. That's honestly it for this review. I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it interesting. Maybe shed some light on the Netduma router. Again, it's not going to fit everybody's needs, but some core solid hardcore gamers are definitely going to find it useful. We are going to have a code below for Planet Destiny. If you'd like to make a purchase, let us know in the comments if you do ultimately purchase it and if it affects your gameplay. You might have a different experience with it, and if you do, I'd love to know if your connections have improved with this router. Once again, my name is Tefty Teft for Planet Destiny, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.